Alright guys, welcome back. It's Meks. So we've completed Morgan Freeman. Um, he's one of my favorite actors. So I was very, very happy to do this portrait. Um, you know, and this was my first video tutorial. So a lot of errors, a lot of learning to do. So I think my video quality has gotten better as my whips progressed. So hopefully I'll get it down. And I apologize on my last whip, whip 8. All my videos were shaky because I didn't securely mount my webcam. So every little thing I did, it was jiggling the webcam because it wasn't mounted properly. So I apologize for that if I give anybody headaches or whatever. But anyway, we've come a long way. Collectively 15 hours worth of work to finish Morgan Freeman. Here's the reference, here's the drawing, side by side. But yeah, overall, I am pretty pleased with it. But I already sprayed it down, as you can see, nothing on my finger. I did 3 layers of workable fixative. So now let's unveil the rest of the, paper and peel off this tape. Okay. Excuse me. Oh, come on. Alright, peeled off beautifully. There are a couple spots here where it leaked under the tape. And because it was under the tape, it wasn't sprayed down. So you can clean it up, actually, as best as you can. Okay. And as you can see, the back is clean. Okay. So as you can see, a drawing doesn't happen overnight. You have to be very patient. You have to do things gently and carefully. If you didn't learn anything else, you'd learn that, good things don't happen overnight. So take the time, you know, take the care, and your drawings should be successful. So yeah, I hope my videos had some helpful tips, some techniques that you can apply to your drawing practices. Um, but I will continue to make more videos. Um, Probably just as slow and boring. I tried watching some of my videos just to make sure that they were okay to watch. And I caught myself dozing off and falling asleep many times. So yeah, if you're not interested in drawing or in art or whatever, these videos are not for you. But if you're looking for tips and techniques, then yeah, you can sit through some of the videos and learn some of my tips and techniques. So yeah, but let me see here. Excuse me. So my next tutorial will be on Einstein. Absolutely love this man. Everyone knows I'm a huge astronomy and physics geek, so one of my idols, Einstein. I also thought this would be a good reference because of his hands. Hands are the most difficult body part to draw, so I figured, alright, let's do a tutorial on it. Okay, and plus he has all these fine little wrinkles in it. I'm gonna have so much fun. Okay, so that would be the next video. Also, I want to take a little bit of time to make pointers for beginners, especially beginners. If you're interested in doing photorealism or excuse me, portraits or whatever, I do have a few tips for you. First thing to learn, okay, is proportion. Oops, I'm already spelling it wrong. That's number one. Proportion is key, okay? As long as you have your proportions correctly, then you'll achieve photorealism, okay? I'd say proportion is definitely number one. You should learn, okay? The next step, learn how to shade, okay? Shading and tonal value. I think shading is very, very important. Learn how to, learn your shadows, learn your highlights. Like I said, wherever there's a shadow, there's a highlight, and vice versa. So if there's a highlight, there's going to be a shadow. As you can see, I don't use the white charcoal pencil in my drawings. All my highlights and my whites are actually the color of the paper. And that's kind of tricky because my paper is actually more ivory than it is white. So you can see, compare these two. It's ivory, and this is white paper, white printing paper. So it is a little tricky to get strong whites and strong, highlights. So that's why, you have to learn how to use shadows and tonal value in your advantage, to make your highlights white and pop. Okay. Number 3 is blending. So shading would be first, then blending. Learn how to blend, learn how to do, the gradients, the smoothness. You have to be able to make your drawings a little more softer. But it would be more appealing. Okay. And number 4, angles. Learn angles. And angles are always more interesting anyways. So learn your angles. That's a good one. Number 5, master lighting. You have to really know your shadows, know your highlights, you know, based on your light source. So if you can master lighting, you can do a lot. You can go very far with realism. And finally, number 6 is texture. Texture's not easy to do, especially with charcoal. So if you can get through all of this, you can definitely render texture, no problem. So these are my tips. Learn proportion, then shading and tonal value, blending, angles, lighting, and then texture. And you'll be on your way to being a realism artist. Okay, well, thank you for watching. If you have any comments or any suggestions, please go ahead and comment below here on YouTube, or you can find me on my DeviantArt page, disdaindespair.deviantart.com, or Facebook. It's facebook.com/disdaindespair, and you can send me a message, or or like I said, leave a comment here on YouTube. So again, thank you for watching, and tune in next time when I do Einstein. All right, have a good night.